Many people think of literacy simply as the ability to read and write, but in actuality, it means much more. Worldwide, nearly 800 million adults are illiterate in their native language, and 2/3 of them are women. In the United States, an estimated 30 million people over the age of 16 don't read well enough to fill out a job application. Less than 10% of those who need literacy help actually receive it. That number stands true in Pierce County, where more than 50,000 people are in need of literacy help, and we are only able to provide services to approximately 10% of them. American businesses lose more than $60 billion in productivity each year due to employees' lack of basic skills. A high school dropout costs society, on average, $260,000 in lost earnings, taxes, and productivity. Illiteracy is highly correlated with crime. More than 60% of state and federal prison inmates can barely read or write. Without basic reading, writing, math, and computer skills, millions of Americans are struggling to find jobs, stay healthy, and support their families.
Later on throughout my experience, I'd say after I had my first child, I started realizing, that I had to do something. And I didn't want my kids to experience what I went through growing up. So I decided that first things I needed to do was get my GED. And that's what led me down to Bates Technical College. Once I got my GED, I was hungry. I wasn't stopping there. I was going to do something big that my kids would look back and be proud on me and follow in my steps. So I looked into the dental assistant program.
I went to the 10th grade. I dropped out. I started working and worked for most of my adult life. After I sustained an injury on my previous job, I knew that I could not return to my previous job, so I knew I had to get my diploma. And so I ended up here at Tacoma House, Community House. And it's a wonderful place to begin that process of getting my education.
Today I have 11 years and 3 months and like 4 days clean and sober. And I decided that I needed to go back to school. And I decided to go back to school after I had like 5 years clean. And so I got into Culver Park because it was very close to my house. I did get my GED finally in September of 2011. And it took me a while because I didn't know how to read.
Elementary school, I started having a lot of mental health issues, a lot of attention deficit, a lot of notes home. So I just never felt like I was enough or measured up. And I've thought about going back to school, and I was just always really scared that same, that voice in my head saying, you can't do it, you're not enough. And so I'm just really grateful that my friend here, Katie, spoke about and asked me about going back.
The saddest casualties of illiteracy are children affected by intergenerational illiteracy. Children of disadvantaged parents begin school behind their peers, and parents with minimal reading skills often cannot provide the kind of support their children need to do well in school. A single year of parental education has been shown to have a greater impact on the likelihood of a son or daughter attending a college than $50,000 in parental income.
My education is from Mexico. I'm Mexican, and I have a master's degree in human resources and a certificate in education too. In fact, I was a teacher for 15 years in my country. And when I arrived, I didn't feel really comfortable with my speaking skills and my writing skills in English. So I decided to looking for a school that gave me the opportunity to improve my English skills, and I found Tacoma Community College.
Literacy skills can impact nearly every aspect of adult life. Literate members of the community are more likely to be employed full-time, receive a higher income, vote, volunteer, and access information about current local and national events.
Right now I just love writing. My spelling isn't the best, but I see it's getting better. I love the spelling tests.
By participating in adult basic education programs in Pierce County, low literacy adults can greatly improve their lives, better support their families, and contribute to society in a meaningful way. With 80% of literacy programs reporting an overall reduction in welfare dependence among their students, the evidence is clear. We can make a difference, and we are making a difference.
Sometimes people hear about immigrants and they have this impression like, oh, okay, they're like farmer workers, or like, because that happened to me when they asked me, sorry, where are you from? I'm Mexican. Oh, okay, what do you want to do? Maybe a waitress, maybe a... And they didn't ask, well, do you have studies? What grades of your studies do you have? No. It's like, farmer, a farmer or a waitress. You don't have any other. It's stereotypes.
I hope that other people out there see this and realize, you know, all it takes is one person to believe in you.
I see some improvement in myself, and it's all by the help of the staff here, the teachers, and I believe that any student can really, succeed, and I want to be one of those students.
To give new students, graduated students, opportunities. Sometimes the students don't have that experience that they're looking for, but we know that they can do it. We just have to open the doors for them. If you don't give them opportunities, they won't never get the experience.
I'm a survivor and I'm proud of it. And getting into the field of chemical dependency, I'm right where I'm supposed to be.
It's gave me confidence, and it's also just helped me to even be able to help my children with their homework. Because before I was like, oh, I can't do this, And I can. I know I can today.